just wanted to. You're such. Oh wait, we're not in the South. I better not do that. She's a pretty girl. All right. How y'all doing? Doing good. All right. I better introduce myself. I'm Mike, the antenna guy. All of you might know my cousin Larry, the cable guy. He's a Baptist. He's a loud. You get that? That's fine. I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And remember the reason for the season. Baby Jesus. Did you want the Hummer or the vet? Baby Jesus. Come on, that's funny. That's funny. To all our extinguished guests that could not make it, sorry you couldn't, but we'll do with what we got here. You guys all right? You guys important? Come on, Mom. All right. To Grace and Eric Shaka-Cone, they couldn't be here, God bless Grace. We thank you for getting all the lovely donations and everything. We know you had to cash in Pastor's frequent eater miles at the Olive Garden to get that. Sorry about that, Pastor. You have to start all over. To all the lovely ladies and the lovely decor in this room, we thank you. And we thank Sister Wilson for not having to use her taser on any of you for messing up. Praise God. You're all walking around. And to our glorious Pastor Wilson, let's give him a hand clap. Woo! He's your pastor. I love him. I love him, Pastor. Everyone else has to go there. That's right. That's scary. And it happens. Pastor said it's been a good year, 2008. Maybe not after this, but up to this point, it's been pretty good. Your inspiring messages, like the message of Daniel, climbing up the ladder to see the burning bush. That was a powerful sermon. It was good. It was good. Well, good old Moses fighting that lion, and then he got that haircut. Poor Moses. Scary. Or when Joseph got a new recipe for potato chips. And he said, Lord, would you turn my wife into a pillar of salt? I need some seasoning. That was a good one. I was hungry. And no one will forget when Jacob parted the Red Sea to get to Canaan land to get milk and cookies. That was so good eating over there. They were giant cookies. Last but not least, our dear St. Peter, who called fire down from heaven and licked up some water, was supposed to barbecue his son for a sacrifice, but the Lord had lamb chops. Woo! That was a good one, Pastor. I'm still thinking about that one. I'd like to go over some ways you can tell if you're an apostolic. But before that, if there are any visitors, you're probably already turned off anyways. That's knowing you. But you can come back. I may not be here Sunday to do that. I might be excommunicated. But Pastor takes no responsibility, as I'm sure he already said. And he made me sign a disclaimer saying that. Prayer done. Here we go. You might be an apostolic here. Hold on, Pastor. If you have to take vacation out of state to catch a movie, you might be an apostolic. Been here, done that. Just kidding. Wait a minute. I'm going to need some counseling. You keep grape juice in the fridge for a year so it'll ferment and you can have real communion. You're not being apostolic. When during the offering in church you feel the spirit of the pot break, you not being an apostolic. I always feel that. When you have to love people sometimes, even when the Lord goes, ooh, my bad, you not being apostolic. Don't say anybody here. Been there, done that, right? If you notice during a powerful sermon, there should be helmets on some people. You might be an apostolic. It gets a little crazy. It gets a little crazy. If you tell your friends you buy a 42-inch monitor for your computer for email purposes, you might be an apostolic. That's a good one. I hope you're ready. If your wife You might be an apostolic. Come on, the fish don't know who you are. It's okay. If you have never, ever in your life heard a message of gluttony, you are an apostolic. Never heard that one. Never. So I'm not accountable. Need some more food. Come on, Rock. I know you feel it. Woo! There we go. Oh, man, that's a good one. If after a faith promise service, you realize you have a split personality. One with money, one without. You might be an apostolic. If during the testimony portion of the church, pastor should really have an egg timer. Get it? Some people go, really? No. It might be an apostolic. Does anybody do a service like that? All right. If you chew gum during a service and you feel like a rebel, you might be an apostolic. Don't let Sister Wilson catch you. You get that eye. They got that eye from Sister Wilson. I love her. God bless her. Where she at? She left, didn't she? Has anybody ever hit her on base though? Sister Wilson goes. It's like Jesus looking at you saying, you're going to die. I saw him. Evan told me to play that note. God bless her. She just scares me sometimes. If during the service you may have to tackle a drunken guy that's charging the pulpit. That's the real story. Everybody remember that? You might be an apostolic. If during an altar call and the Spirit's moving and a young sister's laying out on the floor and there's a drunken visitor, he's like, help the girl off the floor, Lord! Help the girl off the floor! He don't know what's going on. You might be an apostolic. Anybody remember that? That was hilarious. That was hilarious. Have you ever cleaned out your vacuum and thought you have ran over a small dog? You might be an apostolic. If you have ever had an itch in your britches, and you pull a hair out, that goes from your toes to your head, you might be an apostolic. That is weird. True story. I'm sorry, Pastor. If during the service, Pastor has preaching from heaven to hell 35 times, and then left you a God is love, you might be an apostolic. If you notice that all the musicians and the drummer have to wear earplugs, you might be an apostolic. Oh, we love our music. That's good stuff. We love our music. You go to the bathroom and you can still hear every word of the sermon. You might be an apostolic. You just might be, because you can still hear it. If when your pastor is gone and somebody shows up dressed like a Bible character named Israel, you might be an apostolic. Everybody remember that on Cheshire Street? You know, Israel and his Bible, he got out of a yard sale, said it was the first Bible. That's crazy. You knew you were apostolic when that was happening. That was just crazy. If there are no overheads to the songs that pastor chooses, due to that microfiche is still not around, you might be an apostolic. If you go to a church Christmas banquet and the only entertainment is the guy that rode the short bus in high school, because the pastor feels sorry for him, you might be an apostolic.